Mr. Smith, yo, I'm just going to leave this run and I was going to go make a cup of tea and come back, and I was just doing the replay of a race I just did. Fuji, Wet and Wild. Yeah, it's a bit wet, mate. Well, it kind of starts sort of, I don't know, it's mildly moist, slightly damp really, not wet, but damp. Don't know what this guy's doing. He's the police. He's got a police skin on. Perhaps he thought he was playing Grand Theft Auto. Aston Martin pulled off to the left here. This one, he's got police on it. He wants to arrest everybody. Okay, yeah, well this is me. Probably take the Elite Racing skin for the Aston. Purple one. It's quite nice. But yeah. I'll leave it running. I'm coming back. Oh dear, well, I was just getting a cup of tea and I'm back. And yeah, this was a race I did earlier, Fuji. Well, about earlier. I only just finished about a little while ago. But yeah, I'll take the Aston P8. I think I got up to P6 in the wet. So I do start catching everybody. Yes, Mr. Smith, I am doing fine. No, it dries out soon. You'll see it starts to dry out. But I had wets on, I think everyone had wets on for a good... well, until you first stop, or until you one and only stop. And I stopped around lap 16, I think it was. Yeah. Because I was still damp. And even though there's a dry line, it was like, you've only got to put one wheel wrong out in the wet and a sayonara. But you did feel the grip come back. You felt it slowly starting to come back, in line with the dry line appearing. No, this is to LMPs. I think it's LMPs and GT3. It's the ELMS one. Yeah, so now I get now I'm P8, P7. Oops, followed him in sympathy. He's about to be passed. I get 6th. I know I do before the pit stop. I think that's the Mercedes who punched me off at the start as well. Or hit me. Spun me, I think. Yep. Perfectly executed. I don't know what this LMP was doing. It's like, what are you doing, man? Why are you slowing down so much? I think he might have took medium tyres. Yeah, this is all wrong. I've just noticed the graphics all wrong. Yeah, he's gone off. Yeah, I think he took medium tyres too early, That's why he crashed. You can see there's a slight dry line appearing now. You can see that. It stopped raining because the wiper blades are all off. At this point there's no spray coming from out the cars. It's starting to dry out. Sort of dry line all the way through here now. You can see it from where is he? Inside. You can see it there. But it's still wet on this, and you put a wheel on there, you can feel it. So I didn't pit just yet for mediums. I know this says otherwise, but I won't. That leaderboard is clearly bugged because I'm not on mediums. I'm on wets. But you can see the dry line appearing into here, right on this apex. You could feel the grip starting to build, but like I say, there was still a little bit like coming through here, and yeah, you could feel that if you put a wheel wrong, you're going to find yourself in the wall somewhere. To this point, 3 drivers were already on medium tyres, but I could see on the leaderboard that they were lapping in the 152s, 53s. On the wets, I was still lapping in the 148s, 47s. So, based off that, I thought they ain't worth pitting yet, and the leaders hadn't pitted yet. They're still on wets. And they were doing about the same time as me, 48s, 47s. I mean, you can see now that this really has dried out, and the lap times were changing. But you can see that the wet tyres were really starting to overheat now and get way too hot to be used. I think I went for one more lap now. Yeah, one more lap, and then I decided to pit, because even the MFD still said it was damp. And still some of the others in front of me hadn't decided to pit yet, so I was like, okay. And there goes there he goes. Thought he was going to rejoin there, nearly. But here you can see there's still a little bit of wet damp either side of the line, but Not sure how that dampness affects slick tyres. Well, as soon as everyone else changed, I went with it. Stop gets really tight as well because there's 3 of us together in the box, basically. Or the parking wise, it was a bit tight getting into your box. Oh, not this lap then. Must be next lap, I guess. Can't remember now. Oh yeah, this lap. There we go. Knew it was coming up at some point, inevitably, but yeah. Okay, now did get a bit tight in here. Everyone's who one stopped in front of him and slid him into place, and then I had to pull in front of him, and that slid me into place. I think some had already stopped, so they were cashing in on the benefits stopping earlier. And I started losing a few places now. Not many, but I dropped down. I can't remember now. Well, I dropped down to 8th, I think. Oh, he's got no rear wing. Lambo's got no rear wing. Well done. So yeah, 7th. Oh, maybe 8th. Yeah, 8th. Well, I think I get 7th. I get 7th back. Can't remember now. Silly boy. Cold tyres. Forgot about that. I was like, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh no, actually, yeah, I finished 9th, or maybe some others got a pit, yeah, perhaps, because I remember Castarato was in front of me for the remainder of the race, but I did close him down, and we had a lovely little last lap battle. It was quite good. I almost got him across the line, but not quite. We managed to hold on to it. Lexus trying. He's still on wets, he is. So I'm not sure how much longer he held out on wets, but yeah. By this lap, the grip was starting to come in on the cold slicks, and on the cold slicks, yeah, he'll drop off in a second. It'll just be a distant memory. No mate, it's already 3:30. I'm not going to do the next one. Not the next one. I might do another one tomorrow. Already got time now. So I was 9th. Now, mate, that must have been a pit stop from one of the others. Yeah, as you can see now, the grip was well and truly on point, because the wet tyre driver behind is just disappearing into the distance. Some strangely bizarre reason he decided to stay on wets. I have no idea why he decided to stay on wets. I don't even know if I got those loaded, mate. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. I can't do nothing now, Smithy. You'll have to wait, because this video is running. I don't think there's long left now. So now the Lexus goes in for tyres, as he's realised he's considerably slower now. Oh yeah, 7th now. That's because yeah, someone hadn't pitted yet either. So yeah, they've pitted now. So I thought I finished 7th. So I'm catching Casarotto or Casarotto, whatever his name is, Mattia Casarotto. Go on to this last lap battle. She already is, Tanner. She already is. I've done it. But I already got access to the skins. I did say yesterday that the skins are already active. I can pick them from a drop-down list. So it's the game. My game had to be refreshed after you gave me permission to get access to the skins. The game just had to be closed and reopened. But yeah, it's all good. So this is, I think this is the last 2 laps now, so with a nice close run with this guy. He's running a bit defensive. And this is the last lap, I think. This is, because I'm going to try and get him on the main straight. He's gone a little wide again. I'm just trying to open up the corner a bit more to get a straight run at him. He's taking a tight line. I'm just trying to get that slipstream now. But yep, just managed to beat him. I think I would have got him that lap. But yeah, I would have got him that lap. Had to have been another lap, but that was that. Okay, well, that's the end of the race, basically. Oh.